no sound? That's not possible. Is there no sound? That's on Facebook. Is on the radio there's no sound?
It should have.
Okay, there's somebody saying says Samantha Smith says hello. There is no sound. Okay, I'll get Akil to check on that. Inshallah, Jazakallah khair for that, Samantha. The Facebook and Instagram, they can hear me live. I'm sure they can hear me. But our radio listeners, I hope they can hear me loud and clear. If there's any people on radio listening to us, watching this program, could you just text us now, please? Jazakallah khair. Tayyib Sakrani goes, I can hear you now. Okay, they can hear me now. All right, maybe we had a little technical issue. So let me start all over again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum. This is Maulana Khalil's Lockdown with MK or Lockdown with Maulana Khalil. It's an afternoon show, 2 to 3, Monday to Thursday. And I hope all of you are in the best of health, inshallah. I hope you're in the best of health. And I hope Ramadan is going extremely well. And we're just not on radio, we're also on Facebook, we're on Instagram. We've got two Facebooks going on. We've got the Ramadan Radio Facebook, which has, mashallah, 9 million viewers watching at the moment. And we got my own personal Facebook, which has got only 5 million. But then again, I've got my own Instagram page as well. Um, no technical issues on radio, somebody says. So everything radio is working perfectly fine. Salams Ulana Khalil, my husband gives salams. Khalifa Sauda. Um, Oops, my Facebook just crashed. I don't know what happened. This has been happening on a regular basis. Let me just try to get my Facebook on again. It's been happening for the last few days. Okay, start again. Thank you. I can hear you crystal clear now. Hmm. There is something definitely wrong with my Facebook. So people who are watching me on my Facebook, I think Akil's put Nazar on my iPad. Something's definitely wrong, inshallah. Salam, just wanted to ask the method of performing Jamaat at home with mother, father, son, and daughter in law. Okay, so many people are performing the Taraweeh namaz at home this year. So on that note, the way to do is that, so the brother of the house, example, the father's the imam. Let's just say the father's the imam. So the father will stand at the front, and then after the father stands at the front, if there's any male brothers in the house, they will stand behind the father, right? And then after that, Akil, I've got another people. Somebody said it's echoing now. Really? Hello. You did not answer my question asking which Ramadan radio on there. There's quite a few online, says Anju. This is Ramadan Radio FM. Anju, Ramadan Radio FM. Ramadan Radio FM. Radio viewers, I hope it's not echoing now. Could you let us know, inshallah, if it's echoing or not echoing? Is it clear, not clear? I would really appreciate your feedback, inshallah. The last thing we want is me talking and you not hearing me, or it's echoing too much and you're not getting good sound quality. Then we can talk to our technical team, inshallah. I'm going to try once more to get my Facebook running up and running. I don't know what's been happening. Let's try Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Bismillah. There we go. We got Facebook running now. Bismillah. It should work properly. Not allowing it. Okay. So no echo on radio. Okay, maybe people, the way the phone's situated, maybe on Facebook there might be echo. Going back to the question about how to pray namaz in the house, the way to do it is, um, the father's going to be the imam, and if there's any brothers in the house, then the males there, and then the females after that. It's very, very simple. The father example, or let's just say the father's the imam, and then it's the brothers after that, and then it's the females after that. You can't have the male and females in one row. You can't have them in one row. They're going to be separate. They're going to be separate. So I hope that answers your question, inshallah. I was asking the question earlier, how has your weekend been? Possible you have Facebook running on different devices, could be interfering with transmission. It's very, very possible. Samantha Smith. Thank you, Samantha. Allah Ta'ala reward you abundantly. We got Hamza Surya watching on Facebook as well. We got people in Leicester. So how's radio been for you so far? I'd love to know, inshallah, how has radio been for you so far? Which programs have you benefited from? What's it been for you? Are you into the mood of Ramzan? Are you into the groove of Ramzan? Do you have the same feeling of Ramadan? Do you have the same, how it used to, the buzz? Do you have it the same vibe? Can the sons lead the Jamaat for their parents? Yes, of course, the sons can lead the Jamaat as well. So like I said, I just give an example like the father, but example, it could be the son, no problem at all. I know many families who've been doing Taraweeh at home, and one of the great things about the experience this year from many families is that The mothers are very, very proud of their sons, mashallah. A lot of mothers have said, you know what, we feel so proud. Our sons become Hafizul Quran, and today we get this, mashallah, reading behind our son. And they're extremely proud, you know, all the effort the mothers made, all the effort the fathers made. And sometimes, you know, the mothers, obviously, it's difficult to come to the masajid. So here you are at home now. And on this point, I would actually encourage families that every year in Ramadan, if you've got sons at home, um, just make them do tarawih at home. At home, there's nothing wrong with it. If you, unless your son gets a chance in a masjid, that's fantastic. If not, do it at home. Making my point is, can you give a shout out to Maryam and Safiya, my daughters? Alhamdulillah, have kept all their fast so far. MashaAllah. Maryam and Safiya, big congratulations to both of you for fasting. How old are your daughters? How old are your daughters? Just tell us your age as well, MashaAllah. So, Alhamdulillah, tabarak way now into the show. And so, my brothers and sisters, if you're on Facebook, leave a comment. How's your Ramadan going so far? If you're on my Facebook, you can let me know how your Ramadan's going so far. On Instagram, how your Ramadan's going so far. Can the daughter-in-law pray in Jamaat in the same room as her father-in-law? Yes, of course they can. Women in one row, men in one row is perfectly fine. Right? So yeah, it doesn't mean that because she's a daughter-in-law, she has to pray namaz in another room. No, you can pray namaz in a room, same room. So here we go. The father again, or the son, any males and then females. So it could be the mother, it could be the daughter-in-law, it could be the sister, it could be anybody, all of them in the second row. So I hope that's clarified that. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum, says Maulana, how are you? This is from Ibrahim Khalifa. I'm good, mashallah. Can can I shout out my daughter Tayyiba? She's 6 years old and she has kept 2 full fasts. Wow, mashallah, 2 full fasts. Well done. Ahlan, mashallah, that's fantastic. 6 years old, man. Wow. I'm not sure. Akil, when you were 6, did you ever fast, my brother? I don't think you
I don't
fasted. I don't
think.
think he's fasting now at the moment.
I
Naz
don't think
FIFA.
I had Sheikh.
No, Akil, are you still are you fasting now, by the way?
Yes, I am
Right.
fasting. Alhamdulillah.
Well done, Akil. Shabash, shabash, beta. Right. Akil is fasting. So we got to Naz FIFA. Naz FIFA says, Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Naz FIFA. Hope you're well. And in the best of health. How's Ramadan going for all of you? People on who are watching, who are listening at home, brothers and sisters. Well, this is lockdown with Maulana Khalil. I hope you're all well. But if you want to watch us as well, please you can go onto Ramadan Radio on the Facebook. Is much better than mine. I'll tell you that today. But I have to admit defeat today. Okay, it's very painful, but it's the truth. Today, Facebook is working better than mine today.
It's okay.
Have you sorted
It's
out the
okay,
internet
Sheikh. It's
connection at
okay.
home? Sorry, Aki, what did you say?
I said it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't beat
No, no,
yourself up for that,
no. I'm
please.
gonna beat myself up really badly. It's painful, Akil, to accept this defeat live on air, but I'll take it on the right chin and the left chin as well. Don't worry about it. But you can watch also on Instagram as well. We got another message on Instagram. One more question: when you pray namaz at home, can you pray the Fard Salah straight after the sunnats, or do you have to wait like we do in the mosque? No. As soon as your sunnat's over, you can pay your fard straight away. You can pay your fard say straight away. Because in the masjid, we're waiting. Is a fixed time in the masjid. That's why we wait for everybody and then the fixed time. But because you're at home, there is no fixed time. You pay your sunnats. After sunnats, just pay your fards, then you pay your sunnats, and you can start your tarawih, and then you do your witr wajib right at the end. I hope that helps, brothers and sisters. So yeah, brothers and sisters, like I said, you can watch us on Facebook. You can watch us on Instagram. My address is Maulana Khalil, Moulana, Khalil, Khalil. Or you can watch me on the Facebook, which is Khalil Patel. I would recommend for myself, watch me on Instagram, which is better than Facebook. And if you want to watch on Facebook, then I would recommend going to Ramadan Radio. Go to Ramadan Radio, and inshallah, it will help you. So, my brothers and sisters, already we're into the fourth fast of Ramadan. Fourth fast of Ramadan. Um, this morning after Fajr, when I was in the masjid and somebody says hello, hello from us here, Alhamdulillah, I'm very fortunate. I get to go to Masjid Bukhari for my namazes, 2 namazes a day. Um, so I do all my Fajr namaz, and I went to do a program. I went for Fajr this morning, and I was thinking what to talk about, and I'm going to talk about the same thing today as well to all our listeners on Radio Ramadan, Ramadan Radio, sorry, and I'm also going to talk to our Facebook and Instagram. And my point is, I thought about the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And please feel free to comment and come in on here, inshallah, tabarak wa ta'ala. Ibrahim Khalifa says Facebook is better, man. Okay, some prefer Facebook, some prefer Instagram, whichever you prefer. There's no fighting, no debating. Somehow Insta fans, some are. People usually say that Facebook is usually for the sort of middle-aged and elderly, and Insta is for the young like me and you, Akil. What do you reckon, Akil? Are you a Facebook or Insta fan, Akil?
I have to admit, I'm a Facebook fan
Hmm.
because I
What
can't.
makes you What makes you give preference to Facebook, Akil?
It's only because it's more easy. There was more information and everything, and Instagram is more like videos and stuff like that. And I'm
Okay.
more about reading and stuff.
Okay, so Akil, yeah, Akil prefers Facebook. I'm beginning to prefer Instagram. So there you are. Anyway, so Facebook, Instagram, whatever your choice, do whatever you wish, inshallah, tabarak wa ta'ala. Anyway, so I was giving my talk after Fajr this morning in the masjid, and I remember the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam. In he mentions that um, he was climbing the mimbar in the masjid, the pulpit, and he said, Ameen, 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 3 times. So the Sahaba asked Rasulullah, Ya Rasulullah, we've heard something from you today we've never heard before. The reason of your saying Ameen. So Nabi Sassam said, Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam came down. And he said, Allah's curse be upon that person that the month of Ramadan comes and that person is not forgiven. Then he mentioned Allah's curse be on that person that he gets both his parents or one of his parents and he's unable to look after them, that they can take his du'as, can take them into Jannat. So I want to talk about this second point today, right? Um, the second point, my brothers and sisters, I want to bring to all our attention, to everybody's attention, and please feel free to comment and have your comments on Facebook or Instagram, either my Facebook or the Radio Ramadan Radio Facebook as well. My brothers and sisters, understand one thing, right? Our parents, our parents is the greatest ni'mah which Allah Ta'ala has given us, right? Our mother and our father, you will not find anybody in the world as brilliant and as fantastic as our parents. I hope you understand that. Our parents, I'm going to say it again, our parents are the most wonderful people in the world, right? Whoever's got parents today, both of them, or one of them, right? Um, Ask those people who've lost their parents, right? Um, there's somebody recently. Um, I've got a message here. Salams, I am teaching my child Hibs at home. He has completed Amma Para. Should I now teach him first Para or go for 29th Para? Go for 29th Para, inshallah. Go for 29th Para. Um, so, my brothers and sisters, if you've got parents, look after your parents in the best way possible. Do their khidmah. Our parents, once they start reaching an old age, then they have their own ways and they have their own habits, right? And sometimes to change them is very, very difficult, right? To change them is very, very difficult. But I wouldn't worry about that too much. What I would say to all of you is what you have. I mean, I'll give you a message now. This a message come up on Facebook. My friend Imran did that. He lost his mother last week, right? There was a brother called Salim Bey who passed away on Friday on Mir Road, just around 2 minutes from where we live, where we are. The office is Rahma office. Um, he was a lovely, lovely person. He left behind 4 to 5 daughters, left a young family behind. Now these daughters, right? The daughters are left without a father. The wife is left without a husband. While our parents are alive, look after them. Sometimes we just think, Gaini, and then when they've left this dunya, then we say, oh, I wish I did this for mom, and I wish I did this for that and for dad. When our parents, if they were to go before us, we shouldn't have this regret in our life that, you know what, um, I wish I did this for mom and I wish I did this for dad. We should live such a life with our parents that our parents are satisfied with our khidmah, right? And our parents are satisfied, and we feel satisfied that we've done enough for our parents. Another question on Facebook has come in and says, what can children do in the lockdown for their parents? Wow, what can you do? If you're living with your parents, then this is such a brilliant opportunity to do so much khidmat for them. Do all the khidmat for them. Don't make them feel that they're lonely. Now we've got two situations here: either parents are living on their own, or either we're living together. If we're living under one roof, well, mashallah, nurun ala nur, nurun ala nur, then this is a great chance to do everything we can for them. Do all of khidmat for them. Look after them, massage them, hug them. Okay, I know we've got this all this social distancing now, but we're not just talking about now. We're talking about all the time. Looking after our parents. Looking after our parents. Never say the word uff to them. وَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا أُفٍّ وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا. Right? Don't say anything bad to them. Don't shove them away. Don't push them away. And always speak to them nicely. Even if when parents are wrong, speak to them nicely, right? We have to learn to tolerate one another. Yes, somebody goes, Arifa Musa says, we have to learn to tolerate them. Yes. And as I said, as parents are wrong, don't get me wrong. Parents are not perfect. Parents make mistakes. Mom makes mistake. Dad makes mistake, right? Right? But it's our parents. You tell me in the world is who's better than parents. Somebody might say my mates are very important. Mates are mates, right? Your mates today, tomorrow they'll be gone, right? Your friends, your family, your brothers, your sisters, your siblings, your uncle, your aunt, your khala, your fo, your chacha, your mama, all of them, right? But nobody can replace a mom. So, example, if mom goes away from dunya, you think your khala can be replace your mom? Impossible. Do you really think your foy, right, your fufi, your aunt can replace your mom? No chance. If your dad goes from this dunya, you think your uncles can replace your chachas, your uncle can replace your dad? No chance. You really think that your mamas can replace your father? No chance, right? Mom and dad are the most special thing. And I will advise all our listeners listening to this at home on Ramadan radio, please look after mom and dad, right? If you've lost your parents, right, and you don't have your mom and you don't have your dad, or you only got one, for the deceased one, make lots of dua for them. Every day right? Every day when you read Yasin, every day when you wake up, right? Every day when you do something and then say to Allah, Ya Allah, whatever I've read, give the reward to my parents. Give reward to my mom who's passed away. Give the reward to my dad, right? 3 times Qul Allahu Ahad. Suratul Yasin every day in the morning. You know, be a good son and be a good daughter, right? So a message here. Alhamdulillah, my girls are looking after me very well today due to not being able to walk. It was severe sciatica pain. MashaAllah, says Nafis Lord. MashaAllah, Allah Ta'ala give your daughters Jazaa khair. It's so lovely. And I would love to get messages over here today on Facebook and Instagram. Anybody, please, I would love to hear parents saying, this is what I would love to hear today. If there's any parents on Facebook and Instagram to say, my sons and daughter look after me. I would love to hear that, right? Look, let's have some positive stuff today. Let's I hope inshallah there are brothers and sisters out there who can say, like Nafisa Loga says, Alhamdulillah, my girls are looking after me very well due to not being able to walk for severe sciatica pain, mashallah. Look after mom and dad. So if mom and dad have gone, read something for them every single day. I've got somebody from watching from Ghana. May Allah accept our fasting. MashaAllah. We got Ghana. MashaAllah. Ghana's on the map. Alhamdulillah. My 3 daughters always help me and look after me, says Farzana. MashaAllah, Farzana. Very happy to hear that. MashaAllah. Very, very happy to hear that Allah Ta'ala accept your daughters. And the other thing is, my brothers and sisters, if we look after if we look after mom and dad, like I'll give you my own example, right? Today people respect me, right? People say, oh, Malana Khalil, you're like this, you're like that, mashallah, right? But where did I get this respect from? How did I achieve this respect, right? It's not my own kamal, right? It's not my own doing, right? Zakira says, my 5-year-old son is so loving and caring, mashallah. May Allah always keep him caring, Zakira. This is the thing. May Allah always keep him caring until our dying day, inshallah. So, what I am today, right? My publicity, as the Imam of the Masjid, as the Amir of Rahman Mercy, coming on Ramadan radio, the opportunity to talk to people benefiting. Mashallah, I get people texting. Honestly, Alhamdulillah, I've started this program every night. I do at 11 o'clock every night till 12 o'clock in the month of Ramadan. We go with the last 10 surahs. And mashallah, I get such positive messages. People learning the Quran, people thanking me, people saying, I've changed my life, I've done this, I've done that. And but for me to be in my position, for me to be in the position I am, it's not that I'm a brilliant person. It's not I'm so talented Or it's not I'm so educated. It's not I've got so many GCSEs or I've got A levels and I've got masters, I've got a BA. Far from it. Where I am today, my brothers and sisters, is because of my father and my mother's du'as. My father's and my du'as, my mother's du'as have made me what I am today. And out there, anybody who's a businessman, who is rich, who you've prospered in life, you're successful in life, you've got a lovely house, don't think it's your own doing. Don't think it's your own doing. It's the du'as of your parents, right? Um, Zakira says, great sessions in the evening. We get to learn a lot from you, Marana. Jazakallah, says Zakira. Yes, people who don't know about my evening sessions, I would encourage you um, that if you can join me in the evening, inshallah, join me in the evening, inshallah, tabarak wa ta'ala. I start my sessions at 11 o'clock, finish at 12 o'clock. We go over surahs, we go over the names of Allah, and mashallah, many, many brothers and sisters have benefited, mashallah. So it's a wonderful session. My son, daughter always cares. They are young at college, but they are good, mashallah. Allah always gives them, mashallah, lovely messages. Alhamdulillah, may Allah Ta'ala grant our parents the best in this world and in the hereafter. I agree, parents' du'as have made me a nurse that I am today. Moved to London, saving lives. Alhamdulillah. There you are. From Yusra Sila. Jazakallah Yusra. Very, very lovely. Our parents, what we are today is for the barakah of our parents. Nobody should have this arrogance inside them and they should think to themselves, got more messages, mashallah, coming in. Salams Bolana, our kids, Shakil and Sarah 9, Shakil 11, Sarah 9 have been really good and helpful during the lockdown, helping in the kitchen and around the house, alhamdulillah. So there you are, they are listening. So if you are, okay, so Shakil and Sarah, hats off to you, mashallah. Well done to you, mashallah, for looking after your mum and dad. Keep it going, inshallah, keep it going. And so if ever we become rich in life, we become businessman. We own a firm. We got people working for us. Never let the arrogance come inside you that it's me. I am the man. I am the don. I am the woman. I am the person. I run a business. I do this. I do that. No, 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 no. My mom and dad's duas, right? Somebody says, how do you join in the evening? So what you do at 11 o'clock, I start my show at night. I started it. So join me on Facebook and Instagram. It's not on radio. It's actually been on Facebook and Instagram, inshallah. Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, some people think they're it. Some people's arrogance get the better of them. They think, um, I am somebody and I am the person. And they throw their mom and dad onto one side. They have no idea. They have absolutely no idea when they were young how much sacrifice their mom made. How much their mom used to work, how much their dad used to work, night shift, afternoon shift, daytime shift, morning shift, sweatings, winter, summer, hot days, cold days for my children. You ask your parents, why do they earn for? My children. Every parent say, I earn for my child. My child means the world to me. My child means the world to me. And then when we grow up, what do we say? We turn, Mom, I don't need you. Dad, I don't need you. My mother always used to make dua for us, and that is something I dearly miss. You only got one mother, cherish them, says Asif Raji. Jazakallah khair, Asif, right? It's so, so true, right? We are missing our mothers, and don't let arrogance get into our lives, right? You, the thing is, we've become big today. We never saw what our mom and dad did for us. We never saw their sacrifice. We've just grown up and we just see everything and mom and dad gave us and we think, yeah, it's me. I went to college. Yeah, I got GCSEs. And how many times do you know your mom made sajda before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How many do you know how much your dad cried for you in his namaz? Do you after every namaz your mom and dad made dua for you and said, Ya Allah, make my son kamyab, make my daughter kamyab, make my son successful, make my daughter successful, the way they cried before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A lot of people only realize the value of their parents when they become parents themselves. Very, very true, says Safe. When you become a parent, you realize then. But sometimes then it's too late. So my brothers and sisters, think about this. Today, if we're successful, it's not your own doing. It's the doing of your parents. Where you are today, your parents have made you very, very special, right? Your parents have made you special. Never ever turn around and say to your mom and dad, Mom, what did you do for me? Dad, what did you do for me? That's the most painful sentence. That's the most painful sentence when the son and daughter turn and says, Mom, what did you do for me? Right? What did you do for me? Right? That breaks every parent's heart. right? Mom, you don't understand. My friends are more. My friends are so good. They understand me. Huh? Subhanallah, your friends are more important than your mom today, yeah? Subhanallah. And your friends are more important than your dad today. Right? We got a message over here. Let's see if I can read it out. Oops. Okay. Any special for us to attain humility, Maulana? Alhamdulillah, I had a good parents. If they were alive, I would kiss their. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's blocked me. I can't read a full message at the moment. Um, this d- Parents' duas go a long way. I would say one thing: parents' duas, and today's a lot of kids. Their attitude is, and if there's any brothers and sisters listening at home, if there's young generation, and if there's elderly as well, your parents come first, and then everybody else. Understand this, folks. Your parents are happy, Allah is happy. Your parents are upset, right? Allah's upset. And then, right? Don't forget, if you give your parents grief, right? Don't forget, what goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. A pious lady told me that the other day, even when your children get you mad, do not curse them, but they call them yeah, do not ever. Sometimes you say, it happens. You get angry. You say, Allah, do this to you. Allah, do this to you. It's very, very important to parents as well. Listen, folks, there's so much to talk about parents as well. We're going to take a break in around a minute's time, inshallah ta'ala. Um, I hope this topic is coming handy. I hope it's coming useful. And wallah, the thing is, as I'm going along, Allah's putting more and more ideas in my heart, and this is something amazing. Whenever I come on radio, when I come, and your feedback and your positivity, inshallah. So people at home and listening at home as well, we're going to take a few minutes break in 50 seconds. Facebook, Instagram, I'm going to stay tuned to you, inshallah, tabarak wa ta'ala. So don't go anywhere. I can cut you off, but I don't think that's a good idea. I'll keep you going, inshallah. We got 40 seconds to the break. 40 seconds, right, for the break. And we're going to continue after this. So people listening at home, um, we're gonna have a break in around 40 odd seconds. Like I said, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Maulana Khalil, one word, Moulana, Khalil, Khalil, and Khalil Patel on Facebook. You can also watch us on Ramadan Radio Facebook as well, inshallah ta'ala. That would be fantastic. Okay, people, we got around 20 seconds to go, 20 odd seconds to go, alhamdulillah, ta'ala. 10 seconds. We're going to see you all after the break. So, people listening to Ramadan Radio, see you all in around 3-4 minutes, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
my side, Sheikh.
People on radio says they can't hear us, Akil.
Let me
It
try
says
to
no
refresh.
sound on radio. That's
Let
what
me
they say.
try to refresh it. Radio as well.
This not on Facebook. This saying on radio. No sound on radio.
Okay, I'm gonna check it. I can hear myself on the radio.
Again, I'm just going to mention no sound on radio. Can't hear you on radio.
I can hear myself on the radio, Sheikh. I have my FM radio on, and it's there.
Okay. He says, okay, can. Okay, they can hear you on radio. They can. Okay, can hear you on radio. Okay. Refreshes everyone. Okay, I can hear you. Okay, we're getting. Okay, Akil, it's all come here. I can't.
Yeah,
Mama says, I can't hear
unfortunately,
you
with
at
these
all.
times, we have these technical issues going on, but
Mm.
everything looks fine at this side.
Okay, people, we're getting feedback that I think it's working now. It's fine now. Okay, Akil, it's fine. We're getting positive feedback now. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair, everybody. Jazakallah khair, everybody, for your feedback. Yeah, another way of watching is that if you can't hear us, then just watch me on Facebook and Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram, Maulana Khalil, Moulana, Maulana Khalil, Moulana, Khalil, Khalil. And or you can watch me on, no, I won't even bother giving my Facebook account. Um, so, Alhamdulillah. So, Alhamdulillah, like I said, mashallah, we've had Naz FIFA, okay, I can hear you, and then we got other people following. Jazakallah khair, Jazakallah khair. Um, Sabina bin Dani, Muhammad Usama, Ridwan bin Rashid. So let me continue with my topic now, brothers and sisters. I was talking about parents and the importance of parents. If me and you want to be successful in life, and if our parents are alive, right, look after them, what will happen? First of all, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you a long life, right? Number two, Allah will give you barakah in your life, right? Allah will give you happiness in your life, right? Parents are happy, Allah's happy. Parents are upset, Allah's upset, right? Friends are happy, not necessarily that Allah's going to be happy, right? Mates are happy, not necessarily Allah's going to be happy, right? Today, unfortunately, it's very painful, I say this, that, and it's one of the signs of Qiyam as well, that children will give preference to their friends more than their parents. They look at their parents like mom and dad. And the other thing I'm going to say to parents today is, while your kids are young, you make the best of it. Make the best of it. I don't know what happens once they become teenagers, right? Once they become teenagers, then they just have their own life and they have their own mentality. Then they stay in the room all the time. They don't seem to come down. And you talk to many parents, they just don't. It's like their cave is Gare Hira, like the revelations coming down into the cave. They don't want to move from there. They PlayStation all day there, talking to the mates, and when the bum calls them, hey, come down. What? Yeah, now what? Subhanallah, it's Ajib mentality. And I was teaching big kids a few years ago. And I asked them one day, I asked one kid, I said, how long do you play PlayStation for? He was the longest I played for 16 to 18 hours. I said, are you for real? 16 to 18 hours. I said, what about namaz and what about parents? Nothing, nothing. My brothers and sisters, you know what? As parents as well, it is our responsibility that we do look after our children. This is for another topic for another day as well, right? A topic for another day. But if you've got parents, if you've got children now, yeah, especially once they become teenagers, then they sit in the room all day long. What they do, Allah knows best. They just sit in the room all day long, right? And if their mate comes, they'll come down, in a flash. If their mate comes, and the funny thing is this: our children have selective hearing. Our children have selective hearing. When they want to hear you, if there's any parents who agree with me, let me know if you agree on this point. If they want to hear you, they'll hear you. If they don't want to hear you, they can't hear you. Well, mom, what did you say? I didn't hear you. Dad, what did you say? I didn't hear you. And if it's something which is in their favor and which is good for them, they'll come shooting down the stairs. Right? They'll come shooting down the stairs like they heard you straight away. And the funny thing is, sometimes I'm sitting at home and I'm talking, and the daughter will say, you know what, well, we just heard you. And sometimes when you're shouting out to do something, they never hear you. It's Ajib how it works, right? I love your comments on Facebook, Instagram about that. Do you have the same problem at home where you call them, they don't listen to you, right? And when they want something, or when their friends come, then they're down in a flash. They're absolutely down. I've got Sabina bin down. This is so true, Maulana, right? This is one of the signs of Qiyamah. Rasulullah says that they will give preference to their friends. It's so sad, right? And the worst bit is when mom and dad call them, right? They They reject them. And when the friends come, then they come down straight away. You tell me how a mother feels, and you tell me how a father feels, my brothers and sisters. Right, right. But they're good. They do the Islamic daily praise. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. That's great. That's good, mashallah. But what I'm saying to my the teenager's son, true teenager's son and daughter. There you are, says Ahmad Ali. It's just ajib, right? So I am gonna make this point to all teenagers out there. And anybody who's got parents, when your mom calls you, you listen straight away. When your dad calls you, straight away. If you're busy, just say, G, mommy, I've heard you. At least say, G, mommy. And this maybe you could call me old school or old fashioned, but this word, what? Like, what? I just think there's any respect in that. When mom calls you, yeah, what? You don't talk to your mom like, yeah, what? Right? I mean, please correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I've got people on Facebook and Instagram. Please correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me, no, no, you're old fashioned. But this year, just say, gee, mommy. Or you say, yes, mommy. You want yeah, yeah. Right? That's not the way you speak to your mom and dad. You speak with a bit of respect to your mom and dad. Right? It's very, very important. Right? Because with your friends, you talk with so much love and muhabba, and with your parents, it's like a totally different thing altogether, right? Um, right? It's respect. What? G, mommy. If you're busy, G, mommy. G, daddy. Mom, I'm coming. 1 minute, mom. Nicely, mom, I'm coming. 2 minutes. But when you don't answer your parents at all, and they're shouting and they're constantly saying, come down, do this, do that, do this, do that. It's subhanallah achieve, right? And right? It's something we as if you have parents, please don't upset your parents. Monona, definitely very disgusting to talk to anyone like that. Yeah, it is very disgusting. You just don't talk to your parents like that. Your parents, and this is the hadith, this is the killer hadith. This is the killer hadith. Your parents are either your jannat or your parents are either your jahannam. Think about it very carefully, right? Think about it. Jannat is under your mother's foot, man. Jannat is, and that is the key to Jannah, right? Your mother has the Jannah under her, right? You want your Jannah, look after your mom and dad. Nabi Sallam came, the Sahabis, Ya Rasulullah, who should I look after? Your mother, your mother. The hadith three times mother, then came father, right? My respected brothers out there, my respected sisters out there, my respected teenagers, and it's not just for teenagers, anybody who's got parents, right? Anybody who's got parents, please look after your mom and dad. Please look after your mom and dad. Wallahi, I say wallahi, and I say wallahi three times. When mom and dad have gone from this dunya, that's the day you're gonna cry so much and say, my mom's gone, man. My dad's gone, man. I wish I did more for my mom. Right? You don't have that regret, please. And I'm coming back to my point again. You want happiness in your life, my brothers and sisters, then look after mom and dad. Allah will give you everything. Right? Allah will give you everything. Allah will give you. It's not about money. It's about Allah will make you happy with what you've got. Allah will give you peace and tranquility and happiness and joy. And you know what? You've got your. What is Let me tell you one thing, folks. You've got all the treasures of the world on one side. You've got all the treasures of the world on one side. And you've got your mum and your father's dua on one side. Wallahi, wallahi, I say it three times, wallahi, your parents' duas are more better, better than all the gold of the world. You can have a Merc, you can have a BM, you can have the whole dunya. But if your mum and dad are upset with you, right, and they're not happy with you, right, then I'm sorry, you don't achieve anything. Right? Mom and dad are happy. You have a small house, you have a small family, and you get through your daily basics. You'll be very, very happy because you've got your mom and dad's duas. Because when you got your mom and dad's duas, Jannat is guaranteed for you. Jannat is guaranteed for you, right? The wealth of the dunya you've got doesn't mean you're going to get Jannat, right? But your mom and dad's dua, you've made them happy, and Allah forbid, right? Allah forbid. If anybody ever makes their parents cry, right? If anybody ever makes their parents cry, right? You don't have to hit them to make them cry. You don't have to hit them to make them cry, right? You don't have to hit them. Sometimes your disobedience, right? Your mom just has to sit on the and say, "Oh Allah, my son, this. Oh Allah, my son, that. You are finished. You are finished. You are finished. Totally finished." Right? Well, do not ever make your mom cry. Do not ever make your dad cry. Right? they've done a lot for you. They have done cried. They have worked for you. They wanted you to become the best. They wanted to give you the best education, the best food, the best clothing, the best everything, the best room. When you were born, they did your room up. They bought your cot. They bought your buggy. They bought your chair. They bought you this. They bought you that. They went to the supermarkets. They got you the best food. And today, subhanallah, we grow up and we reject the parents. Mom, what did you do for me? Allahu Akbar Kabir. Dad, what did you do for me? Ya Allah, Ya Allah. Do not, I swear again, do not make your mom cry. Do not make your dad cry. Please, this is a humble request today on Ramadan Radio to all the listeners. Facebook, Instagram, whichever Facebook you're following, please listen to me very, very carefully. Please, I beg for the sake of Allah, do not ever hurt your mom and dad. Do not. If your mom and dad ever tell you to do something contrary to Islam or against Islam, you tell them in the best way possible. Mom, dad, I love you. You're my mom. You're my dad. But mom, I can't do anything to please displease Allah, right? To displease Allah. Because parents can make mistakes as well, right? And I'm going to make that. This is going to be a separate talk for another day. How parents should look after their children as well. But today is about children. How do you look after parents? I've only got 6 minutes to go. But my request to all our listeners is this: if you've ever hurt your parents, please ask them for forgiveness. Because let me tell you one thing, folks: your du'as in Ramadan will not be accepted by Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Your du'as in Ramadan. You can be tahajjud guzar all day. You can be sijda all day. You can do ruku all day. You do istighfar all day. You do durood sharif all day. You read namaz all day. You read nafil and tahajjud and whatever you want to do. But my brother, my sister, you've hurt your parents. It's all rejected, man. Go. Because your parents are upset, Allah's upset. My mother's du'as helped me while I was ill with COVID-19, says Isa Bismillah. 100%. There's nobody. Sometimes we go to Mawlana Sahib, dua karjo. I've got nothing against that. You go to Maulana, make dua for me. Maulana, make dua for me. More than Maulana, go to your mom and dad for dua. More because the love your mom and dad will make dua because you're their son, you're their daughter. They make so much dua from their heart. Right? Jazakallah, Ji Maulana, I actually a child called Farha. Faliha Kika. I am actually a child called Faliha. Jazakallah Faliha. Allah give you successful inshallah. So my brothers and sisters, we've got 4 minutes to go. I hope today's topic has come handy. I hope today's topic has come useful inshallah. I hope you'll practice upon it inshallah ta'ala. Like I said, if you've hurt your parents, it's not too late. Go and ask them for forgiveness. Mom and dad might be very upset. They might reject you. They might turn you away. Go again, and go again. Right? That Sahabi radiallahu ta'ala who couldn't read the kalima. Couldn't read the kalima. This is a Sahabi better than me and you, better than all the Monisas, better than all the Buzuks, better than every single alim in the world. Put together, we can't reach the stage of a Sahabi radiallahu ta'ala. And he couldn't read the kalima when he was passing away. Why? Because he upset his mother. He upset his mother. Right? Imagine a Sahabi status, the one who saw with his eyes Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Right. Me and you, we don't have a chance. So, my brothers and my sisters, I want to make a humble request to all of you listening to on Ramadan Radio, watching on Facebook and Instagram. Please, 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 try your very best. Look after your parents. Take your parents' du'as because once they've gone, you won't get them again. Then nobody can replace your parents' du'as, inshallah. We got 3 minutes to go. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was beneficial. Um, can you make dua for all our parents, Maulana? Yes, I can make dua for our parents. But if you also make dua, as children, we make dua for our parents. Allahumma rabbi rahamhuma kama rabbayani saghira. Allahumma rabbi rahamhuma rabbi rahamhuma kama rabbayani saghira. Rabbi rahamhuma kama. This is the dua we should read all the time, after every single namaz. May Allah have mercy upon my parents and be kind to my parents like they were kind towards me. This is the dua we make all the time, inshallah. My brothers and sisters, if you want to have more shows like this tonight, you want to have more shows like this, then inshallah I will be on live tonight at 11 p.m. tonight till 12 p.m. Not on radio though, not on radio. This is my own show on Facebook and Instagram. Maulana Khalil, Moulana Khalil, Khalil. Join me tonight, inshallah, from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. We do Quran, we do names of Allah, we do many, many topics, and we have a wonderful evening. You're my You're my favorite Maulana. Oh, Jazakallah khair for that's so cute. That's so nice of you. That is so wonderful. Thank you so much. Allah reward you. That's made my day. Nafisa Lurga says, my mum is amazing. I'm sure your mum is amazing. If you said your mum's amazing, your the mum is definitely amazing. Definitely amazing. Jazakallah, finally found your live Maulana. I wasn't sure if you would still do them. No, I am, Nazifa. So you're welcome to join us, inshallah tabarak wa ta'ala. Join me on my Instagram as well, Maulana Khalil, Moulana Khalil. The more we have, inshallah, I can say, mashallah, it's grown. The audience has grown every single night, and we have a wonderful, wonderful turnout. And we do Quran, like I said, we do names of Allah, and we got, inshallah, after my program finishes, we've got the kids zone. So if you've got kiddies at home, Khalifa Sauda says my mum is amazing. So we got 50 seconds after me, inshallah. We got the kids zone. So if you've got kiddies at home, you need to do this. Watch out for the kids. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great, inshallah. Nafisa Lorgat says, she is cooking for me today as I'm unwell. Wow, mashallah, fantastic. Jazakallah khair. That's what children are for, helping our parents in the time of need. People, I hope you enjoyed the program. I'll be back tomorrow from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. After me, inshallah, it's going to be the kids zone. Enjoy it, benefit from it, make your kids listen to it, inshallah. Ta'ala. Thank you so much. Take care, look after yourselves, and have a wonderful day. Enjoy the fast. Keep me in your special, special du'as. The name is Khalid Ahmad. Keep me in your special, special du'as. I say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All our listeners on Ramadan Radio. Assalamu alaikum.